Welcome back, my human family. Your first credit card was your social security card. Now, where I left off was legalese. Legalese is words that are used in the English language that have two meanings. They have its general meaning and its legal meaning, its lawful meaning. So the words are broken into two, and they have its meaning and its lawful meaning. This book that I have in front of you, everyone needs this book in their library. I repeat, everyone needs this book in their library. This book right here will tell you what words mean in law that we use in our everyday life, like persons. In law, persons means corporation. We are all acting out our persons, which is our corporations, which is not really us, which is living, breathing entity. This book right here is very powerful. Remember, you guys, I told you, when you were going through elementary school, through the elements, and you got to third grade, in third grade, they start teaching you the root of words and the etymology of words and language and how to spell these spelling words, because the only thing they were doing was giving you words in your everyday life to use to communicate. But the way you're using these words, they mean something different in law. So what they did was gave us these words to communicate with each other. But when you come in contact with them, the words mean different things. You putting yourself under jurisdictions and verbal contracts. That's a spell. They cast a spell on us. Get this book and you can undo the spell, because you'll know how to utilize these words and what words to use and when times to use them and when not to use them. So you don't be caught in a jurisdiction or be caught in a verbal contract. Even silent is a verbal contract. When you got the right to remain silent and you remain silent, it's a verbal contract. When you want a lawyer to appoint you, you then gave a consent. You under a jurisdiction. You know they all work together. The lawyer's going to act like they don't know what this book is. But everyone that's controlling the game know what they're doing. They know what it is. They know about this book. They all study this book. This book is a book that you need. Make sure you get the 5th edition on down. Anything over the 5th edition, it's been tampered with. You know, they do what they do with them. Continue on.
The meaning of the word person from a natural living person to a corporation. Driver's licenses, vehicle registrations, auto insurance forms, building permits, gun permits, work permits, tax filing documents, birth and death certificates, traffic citations, and many other forms of documentation that were once believed to be absolutely necessary only apply to persons or corporations. Upon signing such a legal document, you are indirectly waiving your rights under the Constitution and lowering your status to that of a corporation that is created with the same exact name as you. The only way to reconcile your true name from the name of the corporation is to take notice that the corporation has its name in all capital letters. This is known as capitis diminutia maxima. You may take notice that your driver's license, birth certificate, social security card, insurance cards, and more use all capital letters to legally represent the corporation with your name, not you. The corporation is known as an artificial person, whereas you, the human being, are known as a natural person.
Do you see the game? Do you see the game? As simple as, do you understand? And you say yes. You basically consent and put yourself in a jurisdiction stating that you stand under their authority. You thinking, do you understand what they're saying? They're asking you, do you stand under us? Are you under us? You ain't under no one. You're not under no one's authority but your own. You under universe law, common law, the law of the land. This is trickery. This is how they do these things. I'm waking you guys up. I'm giving you a better understanding because we don't know. And when I say understanding, it's not saying you stand under anything. See, these words are trickery. We use them in our everyday life. We don't understand, but I overstand. I overstand. So I'm here to help us because they're using trickery. Let's continue with the video. Let's go back to registration. When you get a registration, car registration, you didn't give the ownership away. You gave it to them. Say, here you go. So when your baby's born, you don't own your child. You don't own your child. You don't even own yourself. That's why they're able to lock you up. They're able to arrest you. They're able to take your child. They're able to come and take your vehicle if they feel like it, because you own a registration. You registered with the corporation. They have full ownership. They have full ownership. Even when you think that you own something, like you get a title to your car from the DMV, that's not the actual title. That's a state basically letting you borrow the car. That's not the real title. Your real title is going to come from the make and model. It's going to come from Chrysler. It's going to say Chrysler on it, not the state that you're in. Catch my drift?
When you get a bill, it's sent to you, but belongs to your straw man, not you. That's why bills, fines, and summons start with Mr., Mrs., or Ms. Sometimes you'll see your surname in capitals, just like on a gravestone.
So I just want you to know, anytime you see your name in capital letters, it is not the living, breathing you. It's the second you, which is the corporation you. Let's look at the first letters of corporation. What we got is corpse, right? Corpse. What are corpse? Corpse is something that is dead, right? When they summons you to court. What is summons? Summons means awaking the dead. So when they summons the all caps corpse to court. Wow. Summons, you awake the dead. Corpse, all capital letters, is the dead. They summons you to court. They summons the dead corporation to court that is not a living, breathing you. Why are you there? That's not you. Why are your bills in that name? That's not you, because you're living. That's a dead entity. Why are they summoning a dead entity? That's not you. That's not you. But you need to know these things so you know how to act in these things, because they're all actors. They're all acting professionally. They're all actors, so you know how to act accordingly. You need to correct your status accordingly so you can have ownership over the corpse, because you don't have ownership over that person right now. Notice I said person. You don't have ownership over that person. They do. They do.
That's because your straw man is dead and just a silly piece of paper, created before you could comprehend or even consent to it. When you go to court, you represent your straw man.
This is very, very, very sad. I need everybody to share this video right now. Share this with your loved ones. Share this with the world. Share this with your family. Let's take back what has been taken from us. Let's go. Correct your status. Let's go.
Free yourself today. We're excited to provide you with access to the most up-to-date technology and research that have successfully helped numerous individuals in the past. We're confident that they can do the same for you. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions or concerns. We highly recommend reviewing our information packet, which contains cutting-edge and proven knowledge. We believe that access to this information is important for everyone, and we encourage you to share it with your friends and family.